reflecting in the sun, with Mr. Sun peeking over my back. I had 2 really great, refreshing, recharging days of R&R. More R's. First day was rest and recharge. I got out for a really nice hike, which wasn't quite a rest per se, but for me it is, because it was resting my mind. Like, it didn't rest my body, but it rested my mind. To just have no set destination or time, because as of late, when I get out for my walks, I feel like I'm on a time crunch. And I just want a piece of my coffee here. Then I had a very nice lunch made for myself and an afternoon nap. Oh, but before the lunch and the nap, I forgot. I had a really great breathwork session. And that was, it was a part of my rest. It was because it was like, it was so needed. Breathwork is something that you do when you're by yourself most of the time, I guess, unless you're in a group. But I mean, like, I don't like to do it when I'm home and there's others home, because it's a bit of a journey that you're not sure what to expect. And usually for me it involves some crying, some yelling, and pounding on the floor sometimes to get the energy out. You don't know what's going to come, and honestly, there is such an allowing process that it's liberating to know you can just let it out. So I really prefer to do it when I know my mind won't start to race with thoughts about what other people around me are thinking about my experience. And then, so my afternoon nap was amazing. I don't remember the last time I had one of those. And then yesterday, I felt like it was like a reset and reconnect, because I feel like me and my inner being have been a little bit distant, just maybe since settling in. Everything leading up to getting here was so connected feeling and so much flow, and even the move itself was just like a breeze, even with any of the difficulties. I remember feeling that sense of calm, almost like I felt when I was getting married and had things, going wrong, but yet they just slid right off, and that was kind of the set intention for the move, and it worked. So then comes, I guess, crashing weird energies after getting in. It's funny when I start to shift gears. Like, I know that I want to start, like, opening up some gears, I guess, that maybe have been stuck for a little while. And so on my second R&R day, to help get out any of the stuck energies, I got into the kayak with Cujo, who has been showing signs that he really wanted to go with us. Like, really whimpering and having a fuss when he had to stay in the house when we go down to the lake and go to the boats. And even last week, he scared Shane so badly because we had him tied up down there for Shane to stay with Cujo while I went out with the kids. And he took off in the water, and he's like, not the best swimmer. I mean, he could swim, but like his nose is just coming out of the water. It looks kind of funny. And so he scared Shane enough that Shane, didn't know where he went for a little bit. Anyways, it was an ordeal. So it was really fun to take him out yesterday, because he's like my little sidekick. He reminds me, just to stay in the moment. And so I did that, and then I came back and I had a really amazing bath. I set up my area. I actually got out some of my pretty things, because I have yet to completely set up the house. I'm just taking my time. It's enjoyable that way. And so yeah, the really nice bath, and then I went to my mom's for a really nice massage. It was so needed. And then I had my first ecstatic dance experience. And I can't even believe that it's my first. I mean, I know I've danced a lot. Like, let's be honest. My mom loves ecstatic dance. So it's kind of just been a thing for us to just show up and dance around for, a little bit and shake some music shakers or drums or whatnot. But to actually do it with the set intention this time, because me and my mom are thinking about teaming up for something sweet. So I did my share, which was cacao, bringing in the cacao, which is a great heart opener. Oh, I'll do another video sometime again to talk about cacao. And anyways, I am very passionate about using that in ceremonial ways. It's not, hallucinogenic at all, but it does have some very, very great calming and connecting effects. So we introduced that to a couple people, and then Mom took over with her playlist, and just the whole way she had it set up was definitely a reconnection. To talk about it to anyone else probably doesn't make much sense, but to hear and feel and sense my inner being again, and just to know how much I'm loved, and to hear those words reminding me that everything is as it should be. I'm not really sure what everyone else's experience is when they feel their connection to their inner self, but for me, I used to joke and said it would be like almost like I hear a Tony Robbins in my head, but it's like Tony Robbins and he like really, 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 really loves me. Like, think about the biggest love you've ever felt in your life, and that's how my inner being feels, or how I feel about myself. And the voice that I hear, like, that's how I know I'm aligned and in flow, is as I don't have any racing thoughts, I don't have any negative thoughts. I hear only purity of thought, and it'll just flow, and you can just be in the moment of it instead of like, your thoughts buzz around all day, or mine do anyway. And it's not that I have to feel that all the time, because I used to think that. I was like, oh, I have to feel and I know that I'm connected all the time with my inner being. Or like, maybe it was an ego thing, thinking, oh, you're not connected, so you're not worthy, or you're not good, or you're not in the right place. So it really feels good to know that, you can go to that space, and we're always going to go to that space of falling backwards. Excuse me, frog in my throat. And just going into your experience and remembering, that life is like this, and energy is like that, and, the more we help take care of this right here, the more we just float on the surface, and we don't really feel the buoyancy of the waves as much. At least that's my interpretation for today. And my reflections and my yummies, and I'm hoping I can keep up with these. One last little tidbit that's always on my mind is how much I love to do my videos and my posts, and I really want to be more engaging with my audience, and we're facing, running and using shared data in the house and no internet, so 50 gigs goes quick, even when you shut everything down to the minimum. But thankfully, we have unlimited, but very, 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 very slow internet after the 50 gigs runs out. So anyways, we'll see how much data it takes to load this, but it's so worth it, because this is what fills my cup otherwise, is to make these videos, feel connected, reflect on them myself, and know that if anybody needs, then maybe it's helpful. And if not, well, feels good doing it. Hope you have a blessed day.